The Meat Grinder is a part of the Nerd and Tie podcast network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. Many moons ago in a distant land, the kingdom of Alamar was ruled under the firm and iron grasp of the Necromancer Califrax. His tyranny spread far and wide. The wizard Galfus, in an attempt to defeat him, failed. But he prophesied that in 100 years, on the 8th day of Balmond, a chosen one would rise and come to defeat the evil Necromancer. Stripped of his power, but not his immortality, Galfus said this would be true. Galfus was full of shit. He was making the whole thing up. He had nothing left other than, like, he wasn't aging anymore, and just threw that out there to sound cool. But as the time went on and it got closer and closer to the prophesized year, Galfus hatched a plan, and it seemed like a good one, where he went around and he went to villages across the land, and he told various children that they were, in fact, the chosen one. Because, like, you know, odds are one of them might be. He said specifically to them,
"Well, I must tell you, you, in fact, are the chosen one of prophecy. Only you can defeat the Necromancer. But you must never tell anyone that you are the chosen one. It is a secret you must take to your grave. On your journey, when you arrive in the Forbidden Lands to take on the Necromancer, you will be joined by companions. Even them you must not reveal to that you are the chosen one."
Now the time of prophecy has come to pass, and we shall see who is truly chosen. None of them are, but, like, you know, one of them's got to get through, right? Like, you throw enough, you know, stuff at the wall, something's got to stick. Welcome to the second season of The Meat Grinder. The Meat Grinder Season 2 stars Nick Izumi, Gen Proc, Kyle Johnson, Scott Logan, Krista, and Sean Corse, with your GM, Trey Dorn.
You notice that the door opened. Door closes.
Well, that was weird.
Okay, should we use a different door then? Or go forward?
Is there a different door?
There are 3 doors in this room. There's the door ahead of you that guy just poked his head up, and there are technically 2 doors that you think lead to, like, a gatehouse. So, like, that don't lead further into the castle.
Right.
Okay. Let me try this. I go up to the door, clink, and knocks on it. Package delivery.
We didn't order a dead horse. Why is there a dead horse in my break room?
You need to sign for the package, or at least to say it's not. I need your signature, so that way we can send it back.
This doesn't make sense as a situation. I'm sorry, nothing here. I don't think there's been an active messenger service in this area of the Empire for like 80 years. Okay. We just send ravens. You don't look like a raven.
Can I use the 5 minutes as the spy to disguise myself as a raven?
Yes! Yes, you can! But look, this will be believable and work, but I need you to tell me how in a room with a pile of dead goblins, some playing cards, a small table, and a dead horse, you're going to construct your raven disguise. Please tell me.
I distill the horse down into glue.
Nope, you
And
do
then
not have
use
time to do that.
cards
You do not have time to do that.
Okay.
You got 5 minutes. Tell me what you do within 5 minutes to disguise yourself as a raven, because these two need to know exactly what's happening in front of them.
I will grab some of the Death Knight's bows and take 2 of the playing cards and stick them into the thing to try to form a beak from the It's like, Nog, I just hold this skull up to the like, I'm a raven.
I hate that I'm going to be okay with this. All right.
We need you to sign for the message.
He cracks the door. You're the weirdest raven I've ever seen. Why is there a dead horse?
And I hit him with the skull.
Roll initiative. I was not ready for this.
You could have just done that.
I need you to roll it. I need everybody to roll initiative.
And this is the roll in swiftness.
Yeah, swiftness plus a d10.
Okay. That's 10.
11.
8.
11 for Nick. And now I've got to make a whole bunch of rolls. Alright. So I'm going to let you roll this attack first before we actually start the initiative order. So Scott, roll me your attack. So,
That's 11.
alright, that'll hit. Roll me damage.
4.
He soaks it. So you whack him with the... So this is what happens. You open the door. You whack this, like, big, like, kind of, like, monstrously huge monster-looking guy in the head with a skull. You successfully hit him over the head. It smashes the skull in your head over his head. He just stands there looking very confused as he soaks all the damage from this attack.
I'll tap him on the shoulder. Hey, maybe that wasn't the best of ideas.
Why
I'm
did
sorry.
you do that? Guys, this guy just hit me with a skull. And I think the skull was Carl. This raven hit me with Carl's skull. I think the raven killed Carl. You ever wonder why Carl's such a common name? Like, there are like 6 Carls in this castle. I think it's like you get a name in your head and like then you start accidentally calling everything that name. And it's like the whole thing with the generation of Carls. Guys, you're missing the point. This raven hit me in the head with a skull, and didn't hit him back. I'm gonna hit you back now. He swings his axe down on you, and I'm assuming a 9 hits.
Yes.
What's your soak? What's your fitness plus level?
3.
3. So you take 2 of that. Nick, what are you doing? There's a really weird exchange happening at the open door down there.
I can't leave a friend in need. So I'm going to come rushing at them with my big beautifully decorated mace.
All right, are you gonna swing it at a guy?
I am.
All right, roll me your attack.
Alright, that'd be plus fitness or swiftness.
Your attack is 1d10 plus your effective combat skill plus level.
Oh,
so
right.
melee plus level.
6.
6, that'll hit. Roll me your damage.
Darn it. 4.
Alright, he soaks it. You also just comes with like swing and just like there's like the Raven has a friend?
Well, so much for never turning my back on my friends.
Scott, it's your turn, since now it's your turn in the actual initiative order.
Okay. Quint pulls out his stone, the magical stone that he pulled from under a sword. And he swings the rock at the head of this.
So a melee attack, roll me your attacks.
Okay. That's a 7.
That'll hit.
6.
Alright, that will actually do some damage to this guy. So he's gonna take... Yeah, okay, and he's still up. These guys in the room are just confused, but there's a bottleneck at the door, so they can't really get to you. The next one can't. So, Kyle!
Let's shoot it. 13.
That'll hit.
5.
He's down.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, they killed Benny.
I killed Betty.
Great work.
Alright, so the next one's gonna rush the door, and they're gonna... Odds for Nick, evens for Scott. So they're gonna attack Scott. Does a 9 hit.
Yes.
And what's your soak?
3.
3? Alright, so you're gonna take 4 of that, Scott. So you're now as messed up as Kyle is. And the other one is there's a bottleneck, so the other one's gonna hang back. Then we're back to Nick.
Would I be able to spell chuck and hit both of them, or would it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're using an attack spell, yeah. They're fodder.
Oh, they're only fodder. That makes me. That's that.
Just remember, only fodder just got Scott at 6 damage.
That's true.
Yeah, fodder can still do a lot of damage.
Fodder's easy to kill, but they can kill a lot of you. Think about how there's a total party kill on fodder.
That's true. All right, let's try a brilliant starlight attack. Right. Excellent.
So 1d10 plus your range plus your level. That was
So
a 10.
12.
Yeah. They explode into chunks.
I guess you did a good job too.
Okay.
I pose cartoonishly in victory.
Well done.
Thanks.
We should move forward.
Then move forward. Alright, you're in this room. So you enter this room where you just killed some big monster looking dudes. There is a door on the left, and there is a door. So there's a door on the left that leads somewhere. There's a door ahead of you on the far wall, to the right on the far wall, and then there's a door on the right wall. So there's 3 doors out of this room.
Any ideas on which way to go?
Is there light coming in from any of the windows? Or is there any? Are there any
There are no
windows?
windows in this room. It's illuminated by a couple of torches. I should say actually probably a couple of oil lamps, because this is, a regularly used room. But there are no... You are an interior room without windows and without... there's just these 3 doors.
If only I had starlight to guide me. Oh well. Who else likes the left door?
Okay. Let's go to the left.
Beep beep. Beep.
Alright, you gonna open the door.
Yep.
Hallway is empty.
Yay.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just making sure I noted something down I'm going to need later. Out of my house. Alright, so you are in this hallway. There is a door to the right. There is a, okay, so I'm trying to remember where all the doors are, because not all of them are really obviously marked. So the map doesn't include every door, because there are optional doors you can insert yourself as a GM, and I didn't bother pulling any out. So there's a door to the right here. There's a door down here at the end of the hall. And there is, yeah, so there's a door here that's not on the map, and then there's also here a door to the right.
I say we choose the first door.
Okay. The door to the right?
Yeah.
All right.
Works for me.
Roll me a d10.
9.
You hear voices behind that door.
I hear voices.
Wait, you're in the back right now, aren't you?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
realize.
technically.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's but you still hear the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear voices behind this door.
Did you still want to go in there?
We should probably try the next door, maybe.
All right.
All right. You guys gonna go down the hallway?
Yep. Go down to the next door.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
2.
Can't tell anything.
Well, there's only one way to know. Does anyone else want to open the door?
Sure. I can give it a try. Before I do, though, I'm going to once again try the maybe not disguise myself, but at least knock on the door and go, "Hey, it's Carl. I'm here. Let me in."
I want to point out you are currently still convincingly disguised as a raven.
Yep. Okay. Yep. It's Carl the Raven. And then
Knock
I'll
on
open
the door. There is no answer.
Okay. I open the door.
You open the door, and there is it's an empty hallway.
Okay. Let's move down the hallway.
All right. So as you enter this hallway, there is a door to the left, and then there is a door at the end of the hallway.
Okay. Let's check the door to the left.
All right. Roll me a d10 before you knock.
5.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Okay. Should we go? Do you want to do the left, or should we keep going straight? Let's check this door. I'm gonna open it.
The door to the left.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. There is. You're the dwarf. Yeah, like the piece. You're the mini.
Okay.
You're halfling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was making sure I was using the right piece. All right. You open the door, and there's the living embodiment of flame, just standing there. He goes, So there's just a full-blown fire elemental, just there, just in the middle of the room, just staring at you.
Sorry, I'm Carl, the messenger Raven. I guess we've got the wrong door. And, I tried to back out and close the door.
You do.
It helps that we heard them say that Carl is a very common name around here. Okay, let's keep going.
Let's not go that way.
Alright, so you reach this door at the end, and there is a spiral staircase leading upstairs.
Okay. Let's go on up.
Okay.
Alright. We're still using the minis, but the board is going away because there is no map for this. You have entered the throne room of the Necromancer. Standing in a large chamber the size of the entire lower level that you had been in is a tall man wrapped in dark cloaks. He stands. He looks at you. And he just goes, "So you are who Galfus would send for me. Is this a joke?"
I'm not a joke. I'm a Starlight Princess, I'll have you know.
Yeah. And I pulled the stone from under the sword.
It's no joke, Necromancer.
I don't even know how to respond to this. This is... One of you is a messenger raven?
Oh, I should remove the disguise. Oh, it is not a messenger raven Carl. It is not the messenger raven Carl that stands before you. I am Clint. I cannot remember the last name I gave this character.
This is not actually... That's not more impressive.
And I hold up the stone. And I believe is my sacred destiny weapon.
Okay, so you're a halfling, right?
Yes.
So a halfling with a rock, an elf girl, and what are you again? You're two halflings, one with a rock, and someone who I guess has gone down an alternative path.
I'm a Starlight Princess.
Sure,
I'll
whatever,
have you know.
hon. Don't really care. This is very confusing. I feel like this is... I feel like I was expecting more, I guess? Which one of you's the chosen one?
I am.
Wait, what?
Wait, what now?
I am.
No,
No.
I'm sorry, but Galfus clearly chose me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm the only tall one, so...
And I have the stone.
And I haven't taken any damage, unlike you guys. Come on.
I'm just like, you guys are... Maybe you need to, like, go and figure some stuff out before we do this.
The only one who needs to figure
Before
things...
I kill you and make your bones dance.
The only one who needs to figure things out is you, and what you want on your tombstone, jerk.
I'm a necromancer.
Face.
This is...
You're a jerk face.
Seriously, how did you get here?
There was a pretty clear path of corpses.
Yeah, there was a pretty clearly delineated path of corpses.
I killed all those corpses.
So, like, we could draw this out or something, and whatever, but I think I'm just going to kill you? I think my day will be better if I just killed you.
Eat rock. I'm just throwing the rock at you. The magic stone at you.
Roll initiative.
Well,
9.
7?
guys do both notice that, like, 2 Death Knights also walk out from, like, the wings. Let's have some minis, just for fun. Alright, yeah, there are 2 Death Knights there as well, just for reference. But Kyle, you go first.
Bow, wand, lightning, fireworks. Spectral Necromancer grabs onto the Necromancer to immobilize it.
You're gonna immobilize the Necromancer?
Yeah.
Alright.
5.
You successfully immobilize the Necromancer on this turn. And he can't do anything for this turn because he just got immobilized, so I'm not going to let him fight that until the following round. Sorry, I realized I forgot to. Alright, so Scott, you're up.
Yep. Clint pulls back with the magic stone in hand and throws it at the Necromancer.
So roll me your attack.
Okay, that is 11.
That'll hit. Oh wait, let me check. Will that? Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And that's 7.
That just so you hit the rock and the rock just like hits him in the chest and falls to the ground, and he just looks very confused while being still immobilized.
Okay, I was pretty sure that was supposed to end it.
One of the Death Knights, because they saw the magic being done by Kyle's character, is just going straight for Kyle.
Yep.
And does a
4.
Yeah, that'll hit. And that's your soak.
4.
Kyle, you're down.
But I was the chosen one.
Alright, because this is a final battle, Kyle, while you step away from the table, Scott's going to get a health back, but running in on the next combat round, we'll have someone roll initiative and run up the stairs. So I need you to roll initiative for me, Krista, so I can put you in the order for next round. Swiftness.
11.
All right. All right. That's because Kyle is dead. The Necromancer won't be frozen anymore on his next turn. I mean, he's unfrozen now, but he can't do anything yet. So Nick, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to use a attack spell again. The Starlight Finale.
On which character?
How far apart are the Death Knights?
The Death Knights are pretty far apart right now.
Okay, I'm gonna...
What's your goal with that?
Um,
The Death Knights are fodder in this room.
right.
So, okay, I am establishing that because they've sometimes been fodder, sometimes not been fodder. So in this fight, they are fodder.
So, what about, is this one close to the Necromancer at all, or close enough that I can hit both?
Well, you can't hit the Necromancer on this because the Necromancer's not fodder.
Okay.
So you can hit both of the Death Knights, or you can hit the Necromancer, but you cannot hit all 3.
I'm gonna do both the Death Knights then.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 anyway.
Plus your range, plus your level.
9.
You kill the 2 Death Knights. The Death Knights are gone, so the guy who probably would have attacked you on your next turn is dead. Alright, so we begin this combat round. Kyle's gone. So Krista's character comes running up the stairs. Who is running up the stairs?
A female elf, long black leather, like armor, like clothing. Her
Okay.
name is Elora.
All right. Her last name's Dannon. I'm gonna.
Phelan. No.
Okay.
Lower Phelan.
All right. So, and you are up. You see the Necromancer standing in the room. There are a couple of. There's a halfling and another elf woman here.
Okay. So I'm gonna whisper. Can I like say something to the other two?
If you say it, yeah, you can say something real quick. I'll give you that as a free action.
I'm gonna tell them to close their eyes.
You're
and
gonna blinding
cast
light.
Blinding light. So
All
hopefully you're fucking close your eyes.
You
I
guys
close my eyes.
Okay.
Close the eyes.
Blinding light. Okay. Yeah, you just do it. It's-
Okay.
You don't have to roll for that. That's blinding light. So he's blind for the next 2 combat rounds. So for this combat round and next, the Necromancer is blind. He is blind right now. So he's what is he gonna do? He can do a lot of stuff. But I don't think he's gonna do that if he can't see, and I don't think he's. Oh, I know what he's gonna do. The Necromancer is going to cast a spell. Okay, so what he's gonna do is I have to. I forgot to write down how many. So he doesn't have that many more left, and he is going to summon a fodder creature. And a new Death Knight arises from the ashes, and that means the Death Knight gets to go on this initiative order. And the Death Knight is going to attack. Well, we'll do a 1, 2, 3 here. So 1. So he's going to come after Scott's character, and he's going to does a 7 hit.
Yeah.
All right. And what's your soak?
3.
3. So 6. Scott, you drop.
And remember, the stone from under the sword is still in the room.
All right.
No, my other friend.
All right. I need another person to come in and roll initiative. So I need your initiative roll again for next round.
7.
Okay. What's your swiftness?
3.
What's your swiftness, Nick?
4.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to Nick.
All right. I'm going to cast a spell at the Necromancer.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you doing an attack spell?
Attack spell.
Okay. What spell are you casting? Describe your attack spell.
The Starlight Explosion. It's an explosion of starlight that I summoned from the end of my ornate base.
Okay. And that's a range attack?
Yes.
Okay, so just don't roll because he's not fodder, so range plus level.
Okay, so 2.
So 2. So you only get to roll a d10 on a magic attack when you're targeting solely fodder creatures. When you're targeting regular creatures, you don't get to add the d10. So he takes 2 damage. That is not a lot. All right, so we're
It
back
seemed
to...
like a better idea at the time than it ended up.
So we are back to Krista.
So just like off so before I was doing that like sucks their fodder.
Because they're fodder, yeah. This is the big boss. There's a Death Knight who is fodder, and then there is the Necromancer, who is not fodder.
shoot
Go ahead,
the
shoot him.
necromancer. Rolled a 10, so
Yeah, you're gonna hit.
yeah.
You're attacking the necromancer.
Yeah.
Just your range plus the die you rolled is your damage roll. So 6. He unfortunately soaks that. That's gonna take us to the necromancer, this is the second round that he's blind, so he's not gonna do anything. But the Death Knight is going to attack Nick. Does a 11 hit?
Yep.
And then, what's your soak?
Is that fitness level, right?
Yeah,
3.
3. Alright, so you're gonna take 3 of that. That's your first damage, isn't it?
It is.
Alright. So at this point, Nick, it's your turn.
Jerk! I'm gonna swing my ornate mace
Okay.
at this Death Knight.
So roll me your attack. So melee plus level plus 1d10 for see where it hits.
11.
That hits. So roll damage.
4.
The Death Knight's so is 4. So yeah, he just takes it. All right, now running up the stairs into the throne room.
Yep. You see a dwarven guy come in, got a solid matching set of V-neck, tunic, and trousers. Hey y'all, my name's Charles. You can call me Chuck.
Why, hello.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Lovely for you to help me in
Well,
my quest.
And you can do something again.
Oh, sweet.
There's a Death Knight and there's the Necromancer.
I would love to sweet move the necromancer.
Okay.
How he's big compared to me?
You're a dwarf, he's human sized. Yeah, he's this figure in swirling robes. But he's
Okay.
human sized, yeah.
I would like to run up to him and try to judo throw him.
And he's blinded right now, so he can't see this coming.
Yeah, with my bare hands attack.
Alright, we all vote that that works?
Yes.
Yes, I vote that that works.
Just
So
grab
what's
it.
your bare hands plus level?
6.
That does some heavy damage to the Necromancer. Alright, we're back to you, Krista.
I think she is going to cast her attack spell, Arctic Dragon Breath, and from her
Okay.
mouth, she
Neat.
just blows. She puts a hand down, took a little hand up to her mouth, and then blows cold, freezing Arctic breath at the necromancer.
Alright, so what's your range plus level then?
3.
3? Alright, that does 3 damage. Which is a lot when you're trying to chip
I
away at a
didn't
guy
do
like this.
anything before.
Yeah. Well, he's the main boss. He's way harder to kill than anyone else in this game. Alright, that brings us to the Necromancer.
Who has been thrown.
And ice.
But he has regained his sight now. He's no longer blinded. Stands up. Alright. Oh, I forgot to write for tracking damage again. He begins to form in the air a room. A complex shape of fire. That's what he's doing. His Death Knight's gonna take a swing at Nick, though. And does a 7 hit.
Yes.
And what's your soak?
My soak is 3.
Okay. You are barely alive. You take 6 damage, so you're at 9. Alright,
I can't let my friends down like this.
you're up, Nick.
God.
I mean, you're absolutely dead next turn.
I mean, I know that.
It's-
I've come to terms with that, so I want to do as much as I can. I'm going to cast one more Starlight Finale at the Necromancer, because it's my it's my last attack spell, one way or the other.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do? That's just your magical attack?
Yes, but there's a lot of beautiful sparkles and pink light.
I 100% believe you.
So, what's the damage you do there? What's your range plus level?
That'd be 2.
2? Alright. You're chipping away at him. Gen, you're up.
Oh. I'd like to expend a sweet move point to heal. I'm a medic, y'all. Solid matching V-neck tunic.
Alright, so what are the rules on the healing thing?
We haven't used healing in so.
Medical attention, sweet move point.
Yeah, and you can do that during combat.
Yup.
I just don't know what it does.
The targeted, when it is applied, the targeted character can recover 1d10 plus the medic's level and damage.
Okay, so roll 1d10 for me, Nick, and then add 1 to it.
7.
7. All right. So 7. So you're at 2 damage right now.
Hooray!
All right. So that brings us to Krista.
Thank you for believing in me.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for.
So there's still the Death Knight thingy.
Yeah, he's still here.
I don't know. Fucking Necromancer.
No, I just realized what's gonna happen next turn.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, for you, maybe.
I don't think I'm gonna kill any of you. You can go.
I know about what I'm doing. Now you're
Do something.
into something.
Do something. No.
Do something.
Sorry.
No, just
She's going to attack spell the Necromancer.
That's a perfectly smart thing to do.
great thing.
That's a smart thing to do.
Okay, so she goes, okay, don't have to roll for that. So again, she just blows her cold dragon breath at the Necromancer for 3 damage.
3 damage. That's very good to do right now. The Necromancer is apparently going to take care of this Death Knight for you. Because that rune he's been drawing in the air, he slams it down on the ground. A ripple goes across the entire floor as the top layer of the floor of the throne room explodes into glass shards shooting up into everyone. And everybody takes 7 damage,
Oh,
including the Death Knight,
gotcha.
which puts you back at 9.
Back
so...
at 9, yeah. It's okay.
But the Death Knight's dead, because fodder characters aren't exempt from that. But that brings us back to Nick.
I have no choice but to use my Starlight Mace on the Necromancer.
So roll me your melee attack.
Rats.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
So what's that plus your level plus your melee?
That's a 5.
That'll hit.
Oh, okay. That's better.
The Necromancer is a terrible dodge. He's got a high soak, but a terrible dodge.
6.
That he soaks that.
Rats.
He soaks the 6. But that brings us to Gen.
How many sweet move points do we get?
4.
Okay.
Because melee, that would just be the die plus my melee, right?
Yeah, for the damage.
Right.
I want to sweet move bare hands.
All right. Do it.
I'm going to run up to him and go so fast that I kick him while running up him while he's standing, and I'm gonna kick him in the face.
All right. So that's true. You don't roll.
I don't have to roll.
So what's your level plus your bare hands?
3 or 6 or no 4. I can math.
Wasn't it 6 before? I thought.
It's the most gently thing.
I'm level 1.
Yeah, you're level 1.
And I only have 3 points.
In that, so it's 4.
So it's 4.
Okay.
Well, unless you have any modifiers.
Well, no, it's the 3, so it's giving it the modifiers. So
Yeah.
Full 3. That 1 on the modifier. So I have to tell you something. The Necromancer was at 16 damage. And I'm not sure I did the math right at every level, but if you do 4 damage, that kills the Necromancer. Now, I don't know if we did the math right every round, but I'm going with it. Even though it ends this thing a little bit earlier than we're supposed to, and might literally cut an episode from the season. Because that exactly would kill the Necromancer.
I kicked him to death.
So, I need to tell you what happens next. So you're a female elf.
Yes.
You're a female elf, and you're both wizards.
Starlight
Yes.
Princess.
Roll me a
Thank you.
d10 each of you.
Oh god, I know what's happening. 9.
8.
Okay. And you're a...
I'm a dwarf.
Alright, so here's what happens when the Necromancer dies. A bolt of energy shoots through the air, just exploding through the roof of the castle. The sun, it changes from this bright, unbearable light to almost darkness for a while. As this release happens, you see forming in the side of the room a gateway ward reforms that looks like it's been long covered. And appearing in it is Galfus the Wizard, dressed in his robes of the night sky, his long gray beard, his long hair, and his eyes are surging with power. He smiles and looks at you. Yes, my chosen ones. You have restored me to power and destroyed the oppression that controlled our kingdom for so long. Oh, this is great and wondrous. Yes, you see, the kingdom of Alamar, you have saved it from the unbearable lightness of the Necromancer. And now I shall take his place as ruler of the kingdom of Alamar. And you three, you shall be my right hands. Oh, you. Dwarf?
Anatomically speaking,
Yeah.
there's a little bit too many right hands there.
Okay, yes, great. But I'm clarifying dwarf, right? Okay. Dwarf, you are mighty, and I shall make you mightier. Energy begins to form around you. You find yourself rising off the floor.
Holy crap.
Well, sort of. Your perspective is getting higher in the room, but your feet are still on the ground.
Holy crap.
Golden armor begins to form around you. And you shall be my ambassador across the realms. And he looks at another one of you. And which one of you rolled higher? Okay. He looks at you. You also begin to grow. Silver armor begins to form around you. You shall be my other ambassador, and you shall go forth into the kingdoms and save the world from the oppression of the light. We will bring them the salvation of darkness. And you, sorceress, you shall be my apprentice, my right hand, and I shall give you a new title. The title of Morrowsharp, as you shall help bring a new era to all kingdoms, as we shall bring salvation through darkness to all the kingdoms of this realm and all the realms beyond it. Yes! The world will rejoice! Also, I'm going to give you some really cool castles. It's going to be great. That's the end.
And sometime in the far future, Gabo laughs.
Hey, do you like actual play shows like the one you just listened to? Like in a similar setting with the similar set of rules and the similar set of players? You should listen to Stormwood and Associates. Stormwood and Associates is a weekly actual play show featuring myself, Trey Dorn, along with Nick, Gen, and Kyle, who you just heard on this show. And it updates every week with a consistent set of characters who don't, die every 10 minutes. Just go to nerdandtie.com/Stormwood and check it out.
Wait, who delivered the killing blow to the ambassador? You killed yourself!
Oh, wait! Did I kill... No.
No.
Who killed the ambassador in the previous one? That one.
Yeah, so you killed her.
Thank you.
And you hired Gabo.
I mean, it was a good idea at the time.
At the time. Oh my god. Okay.
How was my bad Sailor
So
Moon
we're still
XP,
recording. We're
though?
still recording, and I can toss this on after the credits. What are your reactions to the Meat Grinder season 2? I told you it would tie into Stormwood.
So I'm gonna be honest.
It's a prequel. It's always a prequel.
After my first death, I started thinking about it because I was like, okay, no humans, and we aren't allowed to reference even geographically like Americia. So I was like, okay, so this is the other universe. That's what this was.
This is you're beginning the sweep of the world that causes everyone fleeing to our universe.
Yeah, I was about to say. So this is where it started. Okay.
Yeah, this is the dawn of the entire continuity.
We accidentally open up. That was my thought. I was like, whatever happens, it's going to open up the dimensional happening that we were.
Yep. No one ever got to fight it.
Mark is just thoroughly confused.
Yeah.
I didn't know about no humans thing. I was just like,
Oh man, no, this was yeah, I came up with this and like, the narrative, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be the rise of the Dark Lord, and it's like we've been setting up this antagonist for Campaign 2, and Campaign 2 will have started by the time this episode airs. So
we have not recorded any of it yet.
No, we haven't recorded any yet.
So this is.
But yeah, this episode will probably come out long after we've already started it. So the knowledge of some of this stuff is going to be more apparent to listeners of Stormwood. But yeah, no. So it's yeah, that was. Here's the thing. So with Morrowsharp, it was going to be if a woman sorcerer makes it to the end, and hopefully an elf, she will become Morrowsharp. So I was really happy when Nick came in. I was like, oh, I can make this. And then Krista came in, and so I was like, I have 2 woman elf sorcerers. I need to turn one into Morrowsharp.
I mean, that tracks. I wasn't expecting this character to last. This was a Sailor Moon joke. This was one big.
Look,
I mean,
joke characters.
Sailor Moon joke is a freaking.
I mean,
Look at most of the characters we play in these.
I just wanna. So I know
is the only living ambassador now, so you know you're gonna have to face yourself someday.
And I know I probably pronounced that wrong, but Lepet is bunny in Elvish.
Okay.
Like I really wanted to. I really wanted to lean into that joke. It was a stupid joke.
Take as long as last year. I thought it would take longer.
No, I thought it would take longer. Well, you know what the thing is that last year we had so this year I had to I set milestones, but sometimes y'all skipped stuff that I had planned. So the thing is, last season it was easier to control because it was a very linear road. No matter what, I could force you into certain things because even though this was also a linear road, because I was using the maps that you guys could see, I couldn't if there's stuff going to happen if you try to go down this road, but then you never try to go down that road. It's I can't ambush you with it.
Well, it takes me back to last year's Meat Grinder afterward we watched the movie Alita Battle Angel. and there's a scene where one of the bad guy played by Jackie Earle Haley jumps down a hole and is like, "Follow me if you will, Alita." And then we all agreed, yeah, the Stormwood characters would never follow him. They'd just leave.
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah. Yeah.
He shut a door on the fire element.
Yeah,
no. And you were wearing the disguise, so it worked.
So good.
Oh no, it's that was good, and thank you very much, Sean, for joining us this season.
Yeah, thank you.
Sean, you can hear on Famicom Dojo at famicomdojo.tv, and also on the Nerd Tie Network. And eventually they'll put up more. By the time this airs, there'll be at least 3 more episodes.
Okay, no pressure.
This is getting tackled with the final episode. It's going to be maybe July or August of 2022 that this episode comes out.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. 3 more episodes.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
When's the first one coming out?
Probably February. So yeah, it's very exciting. So thank you guys for all playing the Meat Grinder Season 2. Thank you anybody for listening to this still past the end credits, because this would have seemed like a really short episode if you hadn't listened past the end credits.
Thanks, everybody.
So thank you guys for joining us for yet another season of the Meat Grinder. I got to come up with what we're going to do for Season 3, assuming that we decide to do this again. I want to thank the cast, again, Proc, Krista Colangelo, Nick Izumi, Kyle Johnson, Scott Logan, and Sean Corse for joining me. I'm Trey Dorn, your very tired GM, and understand that we recorded this entire season in one marathon session. And while these guys all got to get up from these all these chairs at the table and sit on comfy stuff between their deaths, I've been sitting on this hard wooden chair this whole time in a farmhouse outside Stevens Point. So
every time I die, I just go in the corner and read Tolkien. That's really what's happening right now.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining us, and I'm gonna go eat cake now. So
Cake time.
yeah.
Let us eat cake.
See you guys next season.